Hello friends, and welcome back to our channel for another episode on the 380 SL. In today's episode, we are working on a couple of projects, but for the time being, we're just gonna focus on the rear wheels. What our plan is to repaint the wheel wells for the rear wheels. We've power washed them and cleaned them, but as you can see, I couldn't get everything with the power washer when the tires were still on. So we're gonna hit the areas that we couldn't get with the metal brush. You can see we've already started. We're getting plenty of debris. And we're touching up this surface corrosion right here. So we have some surface corrosion that we're gonna touch up and then spray rust converter or reformer on it to prevent it from spreading and for beautification reasons. I mean, this is a solid frame. What you're looking at is nothing compared to the age of the vehicle. This is a 40-year-old car in great shape and condition. So the goal is to recoat with rubberized under vehicle paint, black, the wheel well. This area we did not get with the power washer before, so we're getting it done right now with a metal brush, and it's working great. As you can see, it's all coming down. We're also hitting the caliper area and the rotor with the metal brush. Any area that shows any bit of corrosion like there, we'll get some rust reformer, and it should look great when it's done and be protected for many more years to come. So this is today's project. We're doing that on both rear wheels. Since we have the vehicle up, I thought this would be a great opportunity, so I got the wheels up. So we jacked up the car on the ramps in the front is to paint the rear wheel wells. So this side, you can see it better. This is where I power washed really good. I was able to get most of the dirt and whatnot, but right behind the wheel, I wasn't able to get a pretty good clearance. So that's gonna be cleaned by the metal brush and then washed a little bit and then let it dry. When that's done, we're gonna spray it with the not the corrosion. Well, we'll spray some corrosion reformer if we see any area, but the undercoating is what we're going with for the wheel wells. And this does two things. It protects and it beautifies, of course, but most importantly, because these vehicles back in the day did not have a wheel well cover, so any road rocks or stones or debris that your wheels picks up is gonna come flying and hit the metal, and it could chip at it and start corrosion. So by using the rubberized paint that prevents the stone and pebbles from chipping at your fenders and starting corrosion in those areas. And it also muffles the sound a little bit because it breaks down the sound waves because of its texture, and that helps with road noise dampiness. So the plan is to do that, and we'll come back when the car is ready. Also, in the meantime, since the wheels are out, the goal is to give them a pretty nice wash. So they're pretty dirty in the back. I power washed the heck out of the front of them when they were on the vehicle, and that is improved tremendously, but this side is pretty dirty. So the goal is to clean the wheels as well. And yes, so this is the project right now. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully this inspires you to keep your 380 SL or R107, depends on which model you have, whether it's the 380, 450, 560, and everything in between. Or if you're looking for ownership of a new one, you know what to look for. And if you just appreciate the look and the styling of this vehicle and like to enjoy watching, you know, maintaining and bringing back this particular vehicle, thank you for your time, and I hope you find these videos entertaining and useful at the same time. All right, so we just finished one side and I wanted to show you the before and after. It's very satisfying. It was very satisfying for me, and I figured you guys would like to see the before and after as well. So here's the after. Well, maybe I should show you the before first. So let's go do that. This side is just being scrubbed right now. It's not fully clean, so it's not truly the before. The true before is in the beginning of the video if you've seen, but we've cleaned a lot of it. It still needs some touch-ups in some areas that I've clearly missed, as you can see. But we're getting there, and we needed a break from this side, so we went and cleaned the other side. So this is kind of midway through, I guess you could say, not completely before. You would have to look back on the beginning of the video. I'm very curious what these are and why they're here. I don't know what happened throughout the life of this vehicle, but I need to see if I can do anything about them. So yeah, this is what it looks like now. Halfway, we still need to do some more scrubbing and then wash it with soap and water after we get all this dirt. And then here's the after. So this side now is just ready to be painted. It just needs to dry completely so that the paint would adhere, and it's perfectly clean. This is after a lot of work, so I'm pretty happy with the way it looks, and I think the paint should not have a problem sticking and adhering properly, and then just, you know, might have to touch up this little corner, but we'll do a final inspection before we apply the rubberized paint. And then also wanted to quickly show you the before and after on the wheels. So this is what the wheels look like before. If you've seen earlier in the video, extremely dirty. I mean, this is the dirtiest rims I've ever seen myself, and I just couldn't live with it this way. So this is where we are right now. It's pretty clean. Most of it, the gunk is gone. There's some left in the corners which we will touch up, but we needed a break, and we're like, this is a good opportunity while we're resting our muscles is to capture some more footage for the rest of you guys to enjoy and see how clean we've gotten the rims. This stuff is probably the hardest to come off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of it, but that would just come off no problem. Just need to spray it some more. Before, after, before, after, and then we're gonna touch it up to completely clean it. You'll see that later on in the video. And the last part is to paint the wheel lug nuts. They were a bit rusty, and so we cleaned them with the drill brush, the metal brush, and then we sprayed them with PV blaster to get most of the rust off. And now it's time to paint them. They were cleaned and they're nice and dry. As you can see, they are not looking great, but they look a lot better than before, because I can show you the front ones. They don't look that nice. So here's how they looked before, and then you're going to see how they look after. At some point, the entire wheel's gonna need some repainting, so I'm still researching and learning on that, if I want to do it myself or send them out. More to come on that, but I mean, the rear ones are looking great now. except that up close they don't look great, but from this back here they look fantastic. Anyways, we're just gonna touch up the lug nuts with this paint. It's a high performance wheel, custom shop, ideal for metal and plastic. I'm gonna shine them up a little bit. I'm not sure how long that's gonna last, but we'll see. All right, the job is finished. Now it's just time to let everything dry so we can put the wheels back on and lower the vehicle. But I wanted to show you the work. It looks really good. Here we have the painted dust shield. Some dripping. I am no professional doing this for the first time on this vehicle, so forgive me, thank you. And here's the wheel well. It looks really good. The camera might not do it justice because it looks blotchy in some areas. This just is still drying. Some areas I hit more than others because I anticipated that that area needs more protection, like mainly where the tire is gonna rotate versus the sides. And yeah, so everything looks really good. Also painted the cross member, and everything looks really nice. I'm very happy. I'm hoping it'll do what it's supposed to do as far as protect from road debris and pebbles, and also dampen the noise. And I can show you out here, we painted the lug nuts. So these lug nuts look nice and shiny versus the other ones. And then the wheels are ready to go back on. So when that's on, the whole vehicle can come down